Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Oaks, Pennsylvania. That door is hitting me again. I probably shouldn't keep my hand right here either when the door is hitting me. That could have ended poorly. Anyway, today's video brings us out to Oaks, Pennsylvania. And the reason why we are in Oaks, Pennsylvania today is to do something that could possibly be my last time ever doing. I'm not entirely sure. I know they do these sort of all over the United States. I just don't know if they do them in, well, I think they do them in Florida. I just don't know where in Florida. So I don't know if I will have the opportunity to do one of these again. I'm hoping maybe possibly in the Orlando area they do these and I can continue to take part in these. But we are here for the Just Between Friends sale at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center. You guys have seen me come out to these things for years now. I love the Just Between Friends sale. It's a giant consignment sale. So the main purpose of this is all the mommies and daddies out there who whose kids have grown out of things, clothing, toys, stuff like that. You know, things babies need, and changing tables and things like that. You know, your child grows out of these things. What do? Do you throw them into the garbage? Maybe you give them to a friend or something like that, or you donate them somewhere. That's fine. But what you can also do is take it to a place like the Just Between Friends sale and put a little price tag on them, make some money. They make money. The mommies and daddies make money off all the stuff that their kids have outgrown. My family and I had done that for a couple of years. We would take all of my son's clothes and whatnot and toys that he no longer played with. We'd take them here. We'd make a little bit of money. And then what we would do, and I think what a lot of people do, is they take that money and then they just end up spending in here. They go and they go, okay, well, we made $1,000. Awesome. Okay, man, that's a lot. We made like $100. That's probably more realistic. We made like $100. Let's go spend that $100 on new clothes and new toys and new stuff that our kid is now fitting and now needs. It makes sense. It's a pretty cool thing that this program does. It's a really cool way to get rid of stuff, again, your kids have outgrown, that they no longer need and that they no longer play with and stuff like that. And then you can come here, and that lady looked very lost. And that you no longer need, that your kids have completely outgrown, and you can buy new stuff, or you can just come here and just buy stuff for cheap. You can buy pants and shirts and toys and whatnot for cheap. What is that lady doing? You can buy stuff for really, really cheap and get some good deals on some stuff that your kids might need. That lady completely threw me off. I think she lost her car. She's like looking around like she has no idea where she's going. Then she gets into her car and it's like she didn't know how to start it. That was weird. Anyway, I completely lost my train of thought trying to figure out what that lady was doing. All right, anyway, we are here at the Just Between Friends consignment sale at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center. I am about a half hour late. They did open at 9, but I did that on purpose so there wouldn't be some gigantic line. I would have to wait in outside. There is going to be a gigantic line. I'm going to have to wait in to check out, though. That's always the case here. Anyway, the main reason why I'm here, of course, is to look through their movies, maybe some toys, things like that, maybe some collectibles. They do tend to have some pretty cool stuff like that here. So, all right, anyway. Again, that lady threw me off. I'm rambling now. Let's go into the Expo Center. Let's see what we can find. And hopefully they have some decent deals on some movies and toys. I gotta be honest, I was actually kind of expecting there to be more people here. It feels kind of sort of dead. I mean, we haven't actually made it into the sale yet. We're just in the front hallway, but even looking in here, the crowds don't seem to be too crazy this year, which is kind of, I mean, that's good for me. As you can see, there are an okay amount of people here, but nothing too crazy. But look at all this stuff. Tons of toys and board games and just all kinds of stuff. Again, I'm looking for the movies. That's what I want to head to first, although I probably should find the video games. I feel like I should have got here early if I wanted to look through video games, which are usually over here, but I don't see. Electronics. Where are the video? Here we go. Xbox, PlayStation, Wii, DS. All right, you know what? Before we head to the movies, I'm gonna look through these really quickly, but My guess is anything good's probably already been taken. What would be really cool to find right now is a 3DS. My son is really wanting one of those. He just recently realized all the cool Mario games and whatnot there are for the 3DS. Now he really wants one. That's cool. The Lego Movie game for Wii U. Anyway, so he really wants one now, but I just haven't gotten around to getting him one. Maybe once we get down to Florida. But it would be cool to find one, maybe cheap. There's a DS like styling pad, or what's that called? No, not styling pad, the styling pen with a Jack Sparrow Lego figure and whatnot. That's interesting. Weird. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm not seeing any of that. Oh, here's a UMD of Joe Dirt. There's something you don't see every day. A PSP UMD video. That's cool. I don't collect for those anymore. All right. Well, I'm seeing some DS games, but I don't think games you would actually care about. And I'm not actually seeing a DS. I'm also not seeing any Switch games. They have the Labo. $40. I think it's been open though, so I don't know. That's oh, here we go. DDR for the Wii. What are they asking on this? Why? My crate. Oh, here we go. $35. So some of you guys are telling me that the pad I found, which I thought was like a DDR pad for the Wii, wasn't. But here's my question. So you guys can leave comments down below. This is the DDR Hottest Party 2 Wii pad for the video game. Would this work with a DDR GameCube game? You know, playing on the Wii. I don't know how that would work. I don't know if that would work. You guys are telling me there's all kinds of weird issues with connections and things. So let me know. My son has the Mario Brothers DDR GameCube game. Would that work with that? Because I would spend $35 on that if I knew it would work. I just don't know if it would. I'm not sure if there's like some compatibility issues with that. I don't know. I also don't. I hate paying $35 for something that I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna work or not. Like $5, yeah, sure, I'll take my chance. But $35, it's like if I get home and that doesn't work, I'm gonna be kind of bummed. Whether it's a compatibility issue or it just doesn't work. I mean, you would think everything here would work, but you never know. I don't really want to spend $35 on that. Anyway, all right. So no real video games I want. But the books are over here, so I'm going to assume the movies are also somewhere over in this area. Oh, music. Here we found them, and it's a decent amount. So every year, the the movie section gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Check that Baby Einstein set out. That's cool. Anyway, so the movie section just gets smaller and smaller and smaller every year, which makes sense. Less people are buying these things and whatnot, so most people have gone to streaming, unfortunately. So yeah, the selection, it's dwindling year after year after year, but there are still movies here. That's what I came for. So let's see if we can actually find anything I need. That's also the issue. Not only is the selection dwindling, but movies I actually need to pick up are dwindling as well. But there could be something here. I don't need this, but I'm going to take it as a good sign. I just found some real Ghostbusters, Creatures of the Night. That is cool. I remember for a while, there were just like 3 volumes of these or something like that. That was the only way you could get real Ghostbusters on DVD. Then they released that big giant set that looks like the Firehouse. I have that. That thing is awesome. Anyway, this is really cool. They're asking $3 on that. But again, I don't need it, so I'm going to end up passing on that. But I don't know, should I take that as a good sign, finding something cool like that? Some Lion Kings here. I already have Lion Kings. I don't need those. Lots of Disney titles here, because again, everybody's gone streaming. Everybody's doing Disney Plus nowadays. I don't know. I'm getting worried, but you know what? No, I'm keeping that power of positivity alive. There's got to be something here I need. So if you're in need of not 1, not 2, but 3 copies of Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, you're good to go. They're asking $7.50 for the sealed ones, and yeah, $7.50 for the open one as well. And by they, I mean whoever's selling these. Again, it's a consignment sale. It's not the actual Just Between Friends sale that's pricing these. It's the individual people who are pricing them. Anyway, I have that I think on 4K, so I don't need that. Again, I'm keeping the power of positivity alive. There's got to be something here I need. I'm not seeing any 4Ks, unfortunately. In fact, I'm kind of nervous. Why is there so many like empty spaces? Did somebody come out here and just like ransack this? Did coming out here a half hour late? Was that a mistake? Did somebody beat me to all the good stuff? It's a possibility. It's one of the downfalls of me probably filming all this stuff all the time is that I say, hey, there's a ton of awesome movies out here, and then all the other movie collectors see my videos, and then they go, oh wow, next year we got to come out here and see what they have. And then they do, and they get here before me, and then I ends up losing out. So yeah, that's a lot of holes. Wow, that's concerning. I'm about halfway through the movies now, and I'm not really finding anything. I mean, they have things like He-Man, which is cool, and Muppets, which is cool, but I have those, and the, was that European or Australian or whatever release of Aladdin, which is neat. Also, same thing with Little Mermaid. That's cool to see. These foreign releases of Disney titles are cool. I love the thicker cases. Those are awesome. But I also loved that they numbered them. Look at that. Disney, if I can focus it, Disney, I can't, it doesn't want to focus. There you go, Disney Classics 28. I love that they numbered all the movies. I think they should have done that here in the States, honestly. That would have been really cool. And of course, I would have had to have had every single spine. But again, it's all things I have. So it's not that I'm not finding cool stuff, it's just that I'm finding cool stuff that I don't need, which I know is the story of my life. That's kind of the way it goes with me nowadays. But yeah, I still think there'd be at least like a 4K or something that I wanted to upgrade. Every year I find less and less of these things, but this year might be my first year finding nothing. And before somebody says something like, oh yeah, a 4K at a consignment sale, yes, actually the last couple of years I have found 4Ks out here, and I have picked them up, things I needed to upgrade, which was pretty awesome. But again, I'm not seeing any 4Ks at all this year. So wow, we're at the end, and I haven't found anything. I'm looking underneath because sometimes they do put movies underneath. They did not this year. This could be the first year I've ever not found a single movie I want to pick up. I honestly think it's just all stuff I have. There's sadly nothing I need. All right, so moving on from the movies, they do have a bunch of CDs, and within them, there's a brand new factory sealed copy of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the soundtrack. That is awesome, but I don't know, $7.50. I mean, it's a cool soundtrack, but it's not that cool. I don't really need that. It's not going to make it onto my iPod. It's cool. I want it in my collection, but I don't really need that soundtrack. That's like if it was like $3, I would totally buy that, but at $7, I just don't need it. So, all right, I'm gonna look through the movies one more time to see if I missed over anything, maybe while I was filming. But again, it's not looking great. Okay, well, that was depressing. Not a single movie over there I wanted to pick up. Nothing I wanted for me. Nothing I wanted for the store. Nothing I wanted as an upgrade. Nothing. I've never had that happen before at the sale. I've never walked away empty-handed. Yes, each year I buy less and less, but there's never been a year where I haven't bought anything at all. So that's kind of a bummer. No movies for me this time around. But I hear that baby crying over there, probably because they did not find any movies. I feel him. I feel that. Okay, I shouldn't say I feel that child. I feel what that child is going through. There we go. Gotta watch what I say in a place like this. Anyway, I think that okay, I quickly Googled it. I think that DDR pad might actually work with my son's game. So I'm gonna go back and look at it quick. All right, so I've opened the DDR pad up, and it looks to be in pretty good condition. Doesn't look really dirty or anything. I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty clean, and you can see it even hooks into the GameCube port. So, all right, also comes with a game that's in good condition. So I don't know, it would just be an extra fun bonus game for my son. Looks like at one point they only paid $30 for this originally, which makes me kind of question if I should be paying $35 for this. You know what? Before I do pick this up, I'm gonna see what these go for online, because if I can get one off like eBay or something like that for cheaper, or even like maybe brand new, or something like that. Because I mean, it's an old Wii game. It's an old Wii DDR game. Is this like super popular? I don't know. I am gonna look up to see what these go for, because I just don't want to spend $35 on something. Again, I don't know if it's gonna even work or whatnot. The thing is, there's no black star on it. So over the weekend, what they'll do is they'll do a 20 or a 50% off day. So anything without a black star is 50% off. So I could technically wait on this and not pick it up now. The thing is, though, that's in like 3 or so days from now, or like however many days from now. So if I wait, this could very well be gone. Somebody else could go, ooh, I'm looking for a DDR pad for the Wii. I need to pick this up. And then I just completely miss out on it. So I don't know. I'll look up to see what this goes for. My son really wants one of these. So this might be worth picking up. Okay, so looked up to see what these are going for online, and $35 is right around the lower end of what these are going for. I saw some of them selling for like $60, $70, even opened like $60, $70. 35 was kind of like some of the lower pricing tiers I saw on this, which makes me think that the ones that were $35 online were probably ones that weren't in good of condition, or maybe didn't come with the game or something like that. So I don't know, I guess $35 is actually a fairly decent price for this, especially since it does appear anyway to be in good working condition. But I have no way of testing this, and I will end up not I mean, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I will end up not testing this until like months from now, once my son is in Florida with me. But even so, I don't have a Wii here. So even if I wanted to test this out like sooner, it wouldn't be for a couple of weeks, and by then the sale is done and over with, and I can't return anything anyway. So I'm basically buying this in hopes that it absolutely does. I walked back over to the movies. I'm buying this in hopes that it works. I don't know. Again, my son really wants one. I'm not buying any movies, so all right, I'm gonna keep it in hand. I'll think about it, but in theory, I'm probably gonna pick this up. Of course, though, the one and only thing I've picked up thus far is something that's too big to actually go in my satchel, which I brought with me. I kind of missed, well, okay, let me rephrase that. I was gonna say I kind of missed that. I had a wheeling cart that I used to use. I used to bring it here. I used to take it to flea markets. I was gonna say I miss it, but honestly, I kind of don't, because wheeling that thing around and keeping an eye on it and trying not to hit people with it was kind of a pain. I kind of like the bag better, but every now and then you get something big like this and you kind of go, you know what? Having that wheeling cart may have actually been kind of convenient. There are a whole bunch of Funko Pops over here as well, though. Look at these. Maleficent. Ooh, Maleficent's only $5. Ooh, glittery glittery Maleficent. I know. Everybody's telling me, you don't need Funko Pops. I thought you weren't going to buy Funko Pops anymore. It's not that I don't collect these. I just get them for displaying purposes. I have empty shelves in the library. I need things to be on them, so I get some Funko Pops. I don't know. The glittery Maleficent's actually kind of awesome. That's cool, but I don't know. Do I need a glittery Maleficent? No, I guess not. But who knows? Maybe I'll come back for the glittery Maleficent. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna look around the rest of the rest of the show, see what else there is. Look for some maybe toys for me, toys for my son, maybe things for Max, maybe things for Danielle. There's a lot to look through. I mean, this place again is huge. All these tables, 2 stories tall, full of toys. There's a lot to look through. Something I have to start remembering to look through are pool toys. Now that I actually have a pool, which is awesome. I never in a million years did I ever think I'd say, I've got a pool, but I have one now in Florida, which is awesome. But I have to start looking through the toys and floaties and inner tubes and whatnot, things for Sean to play with, things for Max to play with, even things for Danielle and I to lounge around on and stuff. I feel like I need to look through all this, because you never know. In fact, I think last year, or the last time they had one of these sales, I think I bought a pool toy. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking for when it comes to pool toys. Like, it's like what would I want? What would Sean want? What would Max want? Look at the giant rainbow cloud pool float. That is cool for only $6. I don't know. There's oh my gosh, giant beach ball. beach ball sprinkler. Never mind. I thought it was a giant beach ball for the pool. So I don't know. I mean, there's some cool things here. I just don't know if it's anything cool that either of them would want. What I really want to get is like a volleyball net for the pool. There was a volleyball net over there, but it was one for the lawn, not for the actual pool. That's what I want to get though, a volleyball net for the pool. I think that would be awesome. I would totally play volleyball with Sean and Max and Danielle in the pool. That would be fun, but I'm not seeing a volleyball net, so all right, moving on. Oh, and yes, by the way, I did actually end up getting the DDR pad into my bag, so that's awesome. Look at the ET. That's vintage, right? Is it? Is there a date on here? It looks, no, never mind. Toy Factory. I don't think it's vintage. It looks vintage though. I think it's faux vintage. It's made to look vintage. I don't know. I don't see a date, but anyway, no, I don't think that's actually vintage. I think it's fake vintage. What are they asking though? Only $5. It's cool. I'm digging the no, plush. I gotta stay away. A lot of people took me very seriously when I picked up the Mogwai, the Gizmo plush the other day down in Florida, and I kept giving Danielle a hard time that I was gonna start collecting plush now. She gave me the go-ahead. I'm not actually gonna start collecting plush. I just really like the Gizmo, so I picked it up, and it had its tags, which was cool. Honestly, if the ET still had its tags, I may have actually picked that ET up. So no, I'm not gonna get into collecting plush. Plush is not a thing. I'm gonna start collecting, but I don't know. They are cool. Look at the Mickeys here. These from the Disney 100 years of Disney. That's cool. That's awesome. Anyway, but no, I'm not actually going to get into collecting plush. I might pick up a few things here or there, but no plush collecting happening. Although cool, like Disney art collecting, that's a possibility. Wait a minute, hold on. I take back everything I just said. I'm totally starting to collect plush. Look at this Slimy here. Oh my gosh. And they have, well, way out of proportion, but they have Oscar to go with the Slimy. What are they asking on him? $3. I mean, come on. When do you see a Slimy plush? Unless you're Chris from Muppet Stuff. I'm sure he's got 20 of these, 20 different ones. Some with tags, some without, some still in bags. I'm sure he's got 47 different Slimy plushes. But when do normal people ever see Slimy plush? I don't know. That is cool. He's in fairly decent condition, but like, again, do I really need a Slimy plush? No. But you don't see that. There's actually a lot of really interesting like Muppet plush here right now. Anyway, that Slimy's cool. But again, it's just, yes, it's cool. It's very cool. But I don't need it. It's just, I got to be more selective when it comes to the random things I pick up plush. Also, here's the problem with plush. I got to dust really, really often with plush because these things just hold on to dirt. So if I'm not dusting constantly in the library, the plush are going to get very dirty very fast, which is why I should probably stay away from plush. The heck, it's a volcano? Weird. Wow, there is a ton of PJ Masks stuff here. That is awesome. I love this show. This show is so good. My son got me into this show. He started watching it, then I started watching it with him, and I completely fell in love with this cartoon series. It just goes to show you some people, including even I, got into the kind of mindset where I'm like, okay, the cartoons I grew up with are awesome, but like newer cartoons, whatever. No, newer cartoons, some of them are just as good, like PJ Masks. This show is so awesome. I highly, highly recommend it. Look at like the Catboy, and there's Owlet and Gecko, and oh my gosh, there's Luna Girl and Night Ninja and Romeo. Romeo is my favorite. He's cool. I actually already have a Catboy and Romeo figure, like action figure for the library. Or do I have Gecko? Gecko's my favorite of all the action. Actually, I think I have Gecko. I don't think I have Catboy. I think I have Gecko because he's my favorite. These are cool. I mean, again, stuff I need, not really. Honestly, I kind of wouldn't mind having like a full set of like all the characters, but I don't know which ones I have. I know I have Romeo, and I think I have Gecko. Or is it Catboy? This is the problem with all my stuff being in tubs and boxes and bins in Florida. I don't know what I have. I I don't look at it every day now. I don't pass my action figures and whatnot every single day, which when I did, I knew what I had. But now that I don't do that, I'm like, wait, I know I have something, but what is it? I don't know. I gotta wait until all that stuff once again is on shelves. So I don't want to buy another Catboy if I already have a Catboy. I don't know. Stuff I'm gonna pass on. Okay, so over here in the I guess the Disney section or Disney Plus section, I'm finding something pretty awesome. It's this 100 years of spirited adventures from Disney. But look at that. It's got Robin Hood. It's got Mr. Toad. Honestly, Mr. Toad kind of has me completely sold on this. What are they asking on this? See, 12, I don't know, 12.50. Wow, there's a lot of those. Holy. Okay, wait a minute. That is, I'm guessing there's 100. Yeah, 100 limited edition figures to collect. That makes sense. But Mr. Toad kind of has me sold on this. That is cool. There's Bo Peep. I'm digging this, but I don't, again, for $12.50, I don't really need that. This though, I wish was less. I wish that this was only $5. I passed on the glittery, the glittery Maleficent. I passed on for $5, but if the firefighter Mickey was only $5, it's not. It's 10, unfortunately, and will not be going on sale. I would totally pick this up. I mean, I love Mickey Mouse. My dad was a firefighter. I grew up in a firehouse. I would pick that up, but again, I don't need it. It's $10, whatever. There's also, oh my gosh, it's Totally Mini. What? That's only $8. I feel like I should show this to Chris. Chris and I always joke about Totally Mini. That's some classic Minnie Mouse right there. I didn't know they made these Funko Pops. I know. I'm not gonna buy Funko anymore, right? But I see these and I want to buy them all. Okay, no, I've got to be good. I've got to stay away from those Funko Pops. I did tell myself I have a limit when it comes to things I'm buying just to sit on a shelf, and that's $5. That is my limit. I don't want to spend over $5 on a toy or a collectible that I'm picking up for no other reason than to sit on a shelf and just collect dust and just to look nice, and that somewhere down the line I might end up getting rid of because I put this on a shelf and yeah, it looks, okay, they look great, they look fantastic, and then over time I get more and more and more movies, and these things have to come down because movies obviously trump toys and whatnot. So I need to I'm gonna need to make space, need to make room. That stuff's gonna have to come down. Movies are gonna go up. So it's like I don't really want to spend more than $5 on anything like that. But that Totally Mini is totally awesome. And the Mickey Mouse is really cool as well. But I gotta stick to my limits, stick to what I said I was gonna stick to, and just pass on it. I know, so this whole video has pretty much just been me saying, I'm not gonna buy this, I'm not gonna buy that, I'm not gonna pick that up, that's too expensive, I'm not gonna buy it. And same thing goes with troll dolls. I'm not gonna buy these because I don't really have any need for them, but look at these. These are all like vintage trolls. I used to collect these when I was a kid. I've always had that collector's mentality. I've always collected things, including troll dolls. I had so many of these growing up. Honestly, $15 probably isn't a bad deal for a bag of vintage trolls. Those are cool. Again, it's stuff I don't need. Things. There's even a Norphin troll in there. Are you kidding me? Look at that, with tags and everything. Those are cool. So, I mean, I'm digging the bag of troll dolls. But again, it's stuff I don't need. It's stuff I'm gonna pass on. I'm not gonna buy troll dolls. Somebody though who collects trolls is gonna come out here, see that, and they're gonna lose their mind. And oh my gosh, it's a newer version of Couple Spots. This was the Couple Spots is what I named my Pound Puppy when I was a kid. Somebody sent me a version of the old one, and I have it, which is awesome. So this is cool. This is the newer like release of it. It looks a little different. It's kind of smaller, not exactly the same. That's cool to see though. I wish I still had my original though. You know who I gave my original Pound Puppy to? I gave it to Danielle back when we dated when I was like 16 years old. And her parents apparently threw it out at some point. So the reason, comments down below. The reason why I don't have my original Pound Puppy, my plush. A lot of people have their teddy bears from when they were a kid. I had a Pound Puppy from when I was a kid. And the only reason why I don't have my original stuffed animal, the stuffed animal I loved and cherished as a child, is because of Danielle. Because she didn't take good care of it, and she let her parents throw it out. So, you know what? That kid's crying. That kid right there, bawling his eyes out. Not because he couldn't find movies, but because he knows in the future somebody's gonna throw out his beloved plush. So yeah, comments down below. It's all Danielle's fault that I don't have my original plush. I do miss couple spots. All right, so I passed on all the other Funko Pops because again they were a little bit too expensive. But here's a Ariel, Jasmine, Rapunzel, and Moana pop set, and apparently these glow in the dark, I guess. But look at these; those are so cool, and they are open, which is fine because I do open my Funko Pops, and I display them out of box. I know on a shelf. These are cool, and they're only asking $7 on these. So I mean, I've been passing on all the other Funko Pops, and I know I don't need more Funko Pops, but at $7 for 4, again, for something I'm just gonna put on a shelf. I'm not buying these for collecting purposes. These I should pick up, right? Yeah, I'm buying these Pops for just, not for collecting, for just displaying purposes on a shelf in the library because those are awesome. I guess I just found the superhero section. Look at the He-Man Battle Cat. That is cool, but again, it's things I don't need. A bunch of Batman stuff, lots of Imaginext. I think the Imaginext series is just one of the coolest things ever. Again, if I was a kid growing up now, I would ask for nothing but Imaginext toys. They are so cool. Here's some little mini Batman the Animated Series Pops. They're keychains. There's Batman with a bunch of kisses. There's 2 of them, and then there's Catwoman. There's Selena Kyle, who I guess gave the kisses to Batman. I don't know. So anyway, cool. Yeah, cool to see superhero stuff. Cool to see the Imaginext stuff. I love all those, but again, it's stuff I don't really necessarily need. There's Transformers. Oh my gosh, look at that. Those are cool. These are $10 a piece. So I mean, the pricing isn't terrible. There's a Leonardo. There's some Minecraft here for $10.50. I don't know. I'm seeing some cool things. There's Donatello. I'm honestly thinking what I might end up doing is I might end up bringing my son back here tonight just to see if there's anything he really wants. Oh my gosh, I wish these had tags. Honestly, not the Pikachu. Sean has like 42 Pikachus. But if the Eevee still had its original tags and like wasn't used, I would pick this up. But you know what, honestly, for $14, maybe I wouldn't pick it up. These are cool though. Look at those. These are only $8. The Pokemon action figures. This Pikachu has its tags. Only $9 with the flower in its hair or in its ear. There's more Pokemon on this side too. Oh, just more figures. All right, those are cool. I know Sean is into his Pokemon action figures. I mean, I'm already getting him a DDR pad, a $35 DDR pad, and he already has. You know what? He's got so many plush. He does not need more. I will always continue to buy my son plush because he loves plush, but it's like, does he need more? No, he does not. So I should probably just end up passing on the plushies. I would have picked up either one of these for Danielle had they had their original tags, but unfortunately, like none of these Squishmallows do. They have this really cool raccoon, this like rainbow raccoon for only $7. And they also have this other weird rainbow raccoon for only $5. I mean, Danielle's super into her raccoons. She loves anything raccoon related, but I don't know. I can't really buy a plush that's been used, that doesn't have its tags. It seems kind of gross. So I'm gonna pass on that. Let me put it this way. If I find something gross, Danielle would find it really gross. She is a bit of a germaphobe. So yeah, if I'm not gonna pick it up because I think it's kind of gross, I'm definitely not gonna buy it for her. I'm digging through all these Disney plush and action figures and dolls and whatnot in hopes of maybe finding a Miko for Danielle, but unfortunately I don't see anything. But I did come across this, a Ralph Funko Pop from Wreck-It Ralph for only $1. See, that's cool. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm picking up another Funko Pop. Again, I'm not collecting these. I get so many comments. I thought you weren't buying Pops anymore. I didn't say I wasn't buying Pops. I said I wasn't collecting Pops anymore, and I'm not. I'm not collecting these. This is not a collection. These are not going into a collection. These are literally for no other reason than decor on shelves. There are empty shelves in the library. They need something to look cool on them. And Funko Pops, I like Funko Pops. I think they look cool. So that's why I'm picking them up. I find them for a good, cheap price, I buy them. So, all right, anyway. I'm not finding any Mikos or anything. Is there a section that would have like Rocket Raccoon? I haven't found anything for Max or Danielle yet. They've got a bunch of Pokemon cards over here for some decent prices. Things like $13.50 for this whole entire stack. Another $13.50. Another $13.50. Ooh, $10 for the small stack. Not so great. Also, why is the paper yellowed? Smoker's House. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, $10 for these little packs. Not so great. This little pack's only $3. That's cool. All right, you know what? Not that I need to be picking up more stuff for Sean, but he's like super crazy into Pokemon cards. I'm not gonna go crazy because again, $13.50 for that big stack, not a bad deal. The thing is though, he probably already has most of those cards, and on top of that, we'll be getting him more cards from places like flea markets and stuff like that for better prices. We find really amazing deals on Pokemon cards. He does not need me to be spending $13.50 on a bunch of cards that he probably already has. So whatever, we'll take the chance for $3 on a small pack of cards. So that's something else for Sean. So I got stuff for me. I got stuff for Sean. I just haven't found anything for Danielle or Max, and I've walked around a couple of times. I'm not sure I'm gonna find anything for them, but I mean, it's kind of the way it goes. You can only find what they have. They don't have things that she's gonna want or things he's gonna want. There's not much I can do about that. I've done it. I have found something for Danielle. So there's all these, I think they're bath toys, honestly. All these like Marvel superhero bath toys for only $5. There is a Captain Marvel, there's a Spider-Man, there's a Captain America, and there's a Rocket with Groot. So that is pretty cool. I'm like 95% sure she doesn't have this. I might text her just to find out, but I don't think she has this. So this is cool. For $5, I'm gonna grab her this because she's gonna want that. And then the other three characters, I can just put on display in the library. So I'm getting something for me, something for her. That's cool. So all right, I've got almost everybody done. But again, I haven't found anything for Max. I don't know. I don't know what he's in the sports and stuff. I don't know. I'm still looking for something for him. I'm like determined now. I gotta find something for Max. Again, I'm not gonna start collecting plush, but the Raymond Stance plush for only $2 from Ghostbusters with tags is extremely tempting. He is covered in, I don't know, cat hair or dog hair or something. I'm gonna start sneezing and my eyes are gonna start itching very, very soon. But he is pretty awesome for $2. I mean, that's cool. I don't know. I guess he's not really cool enough to pick up. Also, again, the fact that he's covered in cat hair and I don't feel like cleaning him, that too kind of has me thinking I'm not gonna pick this up, but that's tempting. If it wasn't covered in cat hair, I may have picked up the Ray. I might have picked that up for again, just displaying purposes. I don't know. Like, honestly, I really should stay away from plush. Plush is bad, but it's a Ray Stance, it's a Raymond Stance Ghostbusters plush. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of covered in cat hair. All right, yeah, picking up that plush was a terrible idea. I can already feel the dander in my nose and in my eyes. I hate it. It's that weird like stinging feeling in your nose, and then your eyes get all like itchy. It happens every time I pick up any toy. Anytime I'm out thrifting, when I pick up a toy with cat hair on it, it just immediately happens. So, that was a mistake. Okay, so I sent Danielle a text, and she does not have the Rocket Raccoon bath toy, so I'm definitely picking that up for her. But I also asked her, what would Max want? What can I pick up that Max would possibly want? Because I do not want to leave here until I find something for him as well. And she basically said nothing. There's really nothing he needs. He's in the sports, but he has all the sporting goods he could possibly want. All the basketballs and baseballs and footballs and helmets and bats. And if he needs it, if he wants it, he probably already has it. So there's really nothing for me to get him as far as sporting goods are concerned. But she did say if they have any sports jerseys, maybe grab him one of those. And they've got an Eagles sports jersey right here. I'm thinking, I'm not into sports. I'm not into the Eagles. When it comes to sports, football is one of the last sports I care about. But I mean, a little Philly pride for for Florida, right? Who is Wentz? I have no idea who that is. Anyway, so is he a good player? Is he a bad player? Is he even on the Eagles anymore? I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Maybe he's been traded. Who knows who Wentz is? Not me. But anyway, that's pretty awesome. So all right, I'm bringing a little Philly to Florida for Max. He's getting a whoever Wentz is, Philadelphia Eagles sports jersey. So okay, I found something for Max, and with that, I think I'm done because I've gone through the toys multiple times. I've gone through the movies multiple times. I found something for everybody. I think we're good. All right, guys, so I do think that actually is going to do it for the Just Between Friends sale. All in all, it was okay. I mean, I found a DDR pad for Sean. Pretty excited about that. Found a cool jersey for Max. Found a Rocket Raccoon for Danielle. Found some Funko Pops and whatnot for me. Found some Pokemon cards for Sean. Unfortunately, no movies. I honestly cannot believe that I am leaving here today without finding a single DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, anything as far as media is concerned that I want to pick up. That is the first time that has ever happened. I have never left here without buying a movie before. Even when I've come back for the half a price days, I've still managed to find a movie I want to pick up. Even though I was already out here on the normal price day and bought a bunch of stuff, I would come back out on the half price day and buy more stuff. I always find a movie, but not this time, unfortunately. It's a sign of the times. Not many people are donating movies or selling movies. Not many people even have movies, physical movies anymore, unfortunately, and it's getting more and more difficult for me to actually find things I need for my collection. So it's not surprising, but it is kind of depressing that I'm not finding as much as I used to. But all right, guys, again, that's gonna do it. Awesome, amazing sale. I love coming out to this. It's so much fun every single time they do this. I think it's like twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall. I love coming out here. I love finding cool stuff. I love going through everything, all the cool toys and collectibles and movies and video games and board games and just all the amazing, awesome stuff they have out here. It's such a fun time. I look forward to this every single time they do this. I'm really hoping they do it in Florida. I think they do, because they do them all over the place. And I'm like 95% sure they have them in Florida. And I think maybe if they do have them in Florida, I would assume probably in the Orlando area. You would think, right? So we'll see. Maybe I can still continue to do the Just Between Friends sale once I move down south. We'll see. If not, an excuse to come back to Pennsylvania, it might just be. So, all right, guys, again, with that, we are done. So much cool and amazing stuff. Love it. Happy I found stuff for everybody. Just not for my movie collection, but all right, guys, that's going to do it. So, as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts. Proceeds, both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon, do help support the show. And they do keep the show going, so I really do appreciate the support. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag, oh my gosh, I don't know what should, you know what, hashtag who's Wentz, because I have no idea. Hashtag who's Wentz, if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end. And maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know who Wentz is, because again, I don't know. But all right, guys, again, that's going to do it. So like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. I feel like I should walk around like one more time. Like, I keep seeing cool things, but that's also probably why I should leave, because I'm already spending enough money as it is. All right, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye. All right, so I know what all of you guys are probably wondering now. If you've watched these videos of mine in the past, or you've just been to one of these events, then you know the checkout line is usually insane. There's usually a huge, gigantic line that takes forever to get through. By the way, there's a whole bunch more Pokemon cards here. I should probably walk away. Anyway, so you guys know there's this huge, gigantic line. It's like an hour wait. Like, the line usually literally wraps around the building. So my question is, what's the line like today? And I'm thinking it's not bad. Honestly, the line looks like it just starts right over here, meaning there's not a lot of people here. Honestly, it does kind of feel a little dead. There's usually more people here, I feel. But yeah, the line, that's it. It begins right here. That is awesome. That's like a 3-minute wait. I've never been in a 3-minute wait here. It's always like a 3-hour long wait. So, all right, no movies, but the lack of standing in line maybe makes up for it.